Prior to 2008, when a visitor came to Ilahita, the only way of getting to know the geography was by word of mouth or by walking. One of the objectives of the student visit was to work with the villagers to make a permanent map or scale model of the village. After consulting with the villagers, the key locations were marked out on the ground. Engineering students Dave Quinn, Tony Kung and Kagan McColl took a paper map from a GPS survey and laid out a grid about 5 metres square, where 1 metre on the ground represented 1 kilometre in the real world. Soil excavated from some nearby drainage works was used to start preparing the topography. The students were working in several groups on different projects. Whenever they took a break, they took an opportunity to come and see what their colleagues were up to. By the end of the first day, the model was really taking shape, with the main ridges and creeks in place.
Yeah. One of the things that we're going to put on the map is the location of all the springs.
Yes.
So we know where the good springs are, where the the springs that dry up in the dry
season. Right.
Yeah.
We are very pleased because here we see that the spring down there is whatever the big sun coming, they still continue. Stop.
Yeah. This is not.
There's spring coming up.
Yeah.
Under the ground.
Yeah. This is Natum Spring.
Yes, Natum Spring.
Right.
You know it.
Yeah, I know Natum Spring.
Yes. This is.
The project had really grabbed the imagination of the villagers. Once the rough form of the model was in place, the villagers took over the process and began to add minute detail. On Sunday, a constant throng of people looked at the model. One measure of the importance of the model to the village was whether they were prepared to protect it from the weather in the future. Partway through the project, an intense storm was brewing. Without prompting from the students, an intense period of activity commenced to protect their work. Bush poles were cut and shaped and driven into the ground around the map. Adjacent to the map, a roof frame had been constructed. With many hands, the frame was relocated in a matter of minutes over the map.
No.
Lack of Western tools or materials was no barrier to rapid construction. When you reflect on the way experts from the developed world carry on about sustainable and zero emissions buildings, you come to the conclusion that they should come to Ilahita and learn about low-cost, low-emission building systems. Within about an hour, a temporary cover had been placed over the map as the rain set in. The map had been protected from the elements. After 4 or 5 days, there appeared to be a significant decision made among the village leaders. The map and its building would become permanent. All the skills of the Ilahita people were called upon to finish the shelter. This man is making the ridge cap. Sago palm boughs were fashioned to make a thick thatch that was absolutely waterproof. After just over a week, using nothing but materials from the bush, a building and a model of the village were finished. Ilahita now has another tool to add to their machetes, grass knives and garamuts to help them plan, survive and develop in the 21st century.